A very good morning, students. Let us begin with the new chapter, chapter number 5, Social and Religious Reform, part 1. So far, we have studied about effects of British rule. Then we studied struggle of 1857, how the people became angry, outburst came up, causes of the failure, consequences, then Queen's proclamation, what policies were made, etc. In this chapter, we're going to talk about social and religious reform. There were some Indian thinkers, educated Indians, they made changes in society. There was something, old customs were there, traditions were there, they made changes in that. And this, that is Indian Renaissance era of religious and social reforms. Emancipation of women means what work was done for the women's welfare. Let's begin. With the spread of English education in India, there was spread of new ideas, new thoughts, new philosophy. When English education started, that is Western education, first we had only Rigved, Yajurved, Sanskrit knowledge, Vedas literatures. So when this English education started, people started thinking with new thoughts and new philosophy. Indian got introduced to Western thoughts and culture. Now certain culture we have copied from the outside foreigners. Like example, we celebrate Friendship Day, we celebrate Valentine Day. First, we never used to celebrate this kind of days in our country, but this is the Western culture that we have copied, and that is why we understand, that is Indian got introduced to Western thoughts and culture. This association was responsible for change in social, religious, economic and cultural aspects of Indian society. Since we got introduced to Western education, everything started changing. Our way of living life changed, religious, economic and cultural aspects also changed. Casteism, that is caste differences, superstitions, that is andhavishwas, old customs, class system and lack of critical outlook posed a great challenge for the progress of India. So these were the certain points, shortcomings that were hurdled in the progress of our country. रुकावट बने हुए थे. What? Casteism, there was caste system, andhavishwas. So these were the blocked to our progress. So it was necessary to eradicate the shortcomings and undesirable tendency in order to create a new society based on the principles of humanity, equality and fraternity. So the Indian thinkers, the educated Indians, they thought a new society should be set up with the ideas of humanity, equality and fraternity. To make the society free from these evils, the educated thinkers started social awareness through writings. Now we have social media, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. We can post our messages and share our things. So here, those times they were not there. So how they used to make people aware? By their writings. They used to write. This intellectual awakening in India is called Indian Renaissance. Intellectual means change in the mindset. My mentality को change करना, नजरिया को change करना. So that change started, and that is called Indian Renaissance. Now there are certain institutions founded by certain people, educated Indians. For what purpose we'll see. First is Brahmo Samaj was founded in 1828, and its founder was Rajaram Mohan Roy. He developed an ideology of Advaita. Monotheism means there is only one God, caste and class equality, protest against rituals and advocated way of prayers to worship of God. So monotheism means there is only one God, there should be no difference in the class, etc. Opposed child marriage, sati and pardha system. Child marriage where Bal Vivaha, Sati, I have already told what is Sati, and Parda system, that is some, today also this is followed. Parda means ladkiyon ko burkhe mein rehna ya gungat mein rehna. So this is still followed, which he opposed. He did not like that. Advocated widow remarriage and female education. So he advocated widows, jo vidwa hai, they shall get married again. Permission was given. Founded Hindu school college at Calcutta. So he founded Hindu school at Calcutta. Then comes Paramhans Sabha. This was established in Mumbai. This is a community which was established by Dadoba Pandurang Tarkhadkar. So he established this Sabha, a group of people. It was established where? In Mumbai. Next comes Prathana Samaj. It was established on 31st of March by Dr. Atmaram Pandurang Tarkhadkar. Opposed idol worship. What is idol worship? Murti puja. Rituals advocated monotheism, that is only one God, and followed the way of prayer. Means proper prayer was being how to worship God, कैसे भक्ति करना etc. was being taught by Prathana Samaj. It is the institution found by Dr. Atmaram Pandurang. Started orphanage, Women's Education Institute. So he started orphanage. Orphanage means ashrams. Schools for the workers and society for Dalits. Dalit means backward class people. Maharshi Vittal Ramji Shinde, Justice Ranade, Dr. R.G. Bhandarkar carried forward the work of Pratna Samaj. So after the death of that person, that is Dr. Pandurang, these people carried out the work of Pratna Samaj. Comes depressed class mission. It was in the year 18 October 1906. Maharshi Vittal Ramji Shinde, he was the founder of depressed class mission, and the word itself tells depressed means when we are in tension, we are in worries, etc. So depressed class mission was being founded by him. Attempt to solve the social problems. If any people have any social problem, was solved by this mission. Then comes Satya Shodhak Samaj. Founder was Mahatma Jyotirao Phule. I hope you must have heard about this person. It worked for the principle of social equality in society, protested against untouchables. Now, who are untouchables? See, Kushtarog, we say, the one who have leprosy, skin disease, and which we cannot even touch them, backward, lower. So he protests against them. He opposed caste discrimination, criticized the tradition and custom which discriminated between man and women. He did not like certain tradition where man can go but woman cannot go, woman can go but man cannot go. So these are the things. He did not like certain traditions. So he opposed. खिलाफ हो गए वो. He reformed society through his books like ब्रह्मानाचे कसाब, गुलामगिरी, शेतकऱ्याचा असूत, and सार्वजनिक सत्य धर्म. So he started reforming society को फिर से नए thoughts देके reform करने लगे by his books, and these were the books written by him, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule. Arya Samaj. It was in 1875. Founder was Swami Dayanand Saraswati. He wrote a book, Satyartha Prakash, and was a commentary on Vedas written by him. So he wrote a book depending upon the Vedas. I hope you have studied Vedas in 6th standard. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva. So depending on that, he wrote a book. And according to him, ancient Vedic religion was the true religion, as it had no place for casteism. So there was no caste that time. According to him, he asserted greater gender equality. So he gave importance to what? Equality, gender equality, whether it is female, whether it is male, or whether it is transgender. Go back to the Vedas was the slogan of Arya Samaj. So go back to Vedas was the slogan. You know what a slogan? No, when we take out rally, we say, no, we frame different kinds of slogan. Ek, do, teen, char, safai se, karo pyar. These are the certain slogans which we say usually. So these one of the slogan for Arya Samaj was go back to Vedas. Arya Samaj was instrumental in establishing many educational institutions. So many educational institutions were set up during that time by Arya Samaj. Next comes Ramakrishna Mission. It was introduced by Swami Vivekananda. It provided help for the famine strike. And now sometimes people are stuck in the floods. So which community, which institution helps? Ramakrishna Mission. So they worked for the people who are stuck in famine, patience, medical help to the poor, female education and spiritual growth. So these people, this institution worked for them. He was the representative of Hinduism, that is Swami Dayanand, that is Vivekananda, what we are talking about. We spoke about Swami Vivekananda, so points are continued here. He was representative of Hinduism in the Parliament of Religion held in Chicago. So one parliament was held depending upon a Hinduism. So he was the representative. He was the representative where it was held in Chicago. He gave message to Indian youth, arise, awake and stop not till the goal is achieved. So he gave a wonderful message. What is that? Arise, utho, jagrut ho, awake, उठो, जागरूक हो एंड स्टॉप नॉट टिल द गोल इज अचीव. जब तक आपका जो मकसद है पूरा नहीं होता तब तक रुकना नहीं है. सो ही गेव दिस वंडरफुल मैसेज टू द इंडियन यूथ्स. फॉर यू ऑल्सो स्टूडेंट, in your future there will be so many problems coming up, but arise, awake, but don't stop in between. Go and reach your goal. Singh Sabha, it was established in Amritsar to achieve reforms in Sikh religion. It aims to spread education among the Sikh community. So here the founder is not mentioned. So this was just a Sabha community which was set up for the Sikh religion. Sikh means Punjabis, we say na Sikh, Punjabis and etc. So for them, and their main intention was, उनका मकसद था to spread education among the Sikh community. Then comes emancipation of women. The condition of women during the British period in India was very miserable. Now also you see, women's life is not free. Still also you see so many cases are happening. So many cases, rape cases, these, that. Still the women are not safe in our country. They have no right of education. Most of the girls are not given education. And my dear girls who are listening to my video right now, you are so lucky that your parents are educating you. Parents have given you chance to take education. Thank them. So there are certain, even girls are not getting right to educate. No equality between men and women is being seen. Women were victim of many child marriages. Child marriages take place. Dowry system, the age, and still it is happening. And when you get married, when you get educated, when you stand on your feet, please fight for this. Tomorrow, even if you get married and someone asks you for the dowry, that is Dahej, please refuse to do so, because it is not a good custom to take a dowry system. Sati practice, as I told you. Keshavapin, what is Keshavapin? मुंडन कराना, लड़कियों का मुंडन कराते थे when her husband died. पति के मरने के बाद मुंडन कराना था. So that was also worst. विडो रीमैरिज वॉज नॉट अलाउड. विधवाओं को दोबारा शादी करना परमिशन ही नहीं था. They were not allowed. And this was the bad condition of women during the British period. Remaining part we'll be doing in the next lecture. Solve the assignment. I'll be uploading 2 videos today. Please go through the videos and solve both the assignments. Thank you, students.